Hello, I'm David Fee. This is HomeSongs4Life. Over to my left or to my right is a gentleman who looks familiar. He's playing the Home Songs for Life set for tonight. It's Mr. Chris Annetts. Doesn't live too far from me, in fact. So looking forward to hearing a few songs from him. We'll be chatting afterwards if you want to stay with us for that. And finding out some interesting facts about Chris, I'm sure. If there are any. Anyway, looking forward to it, Chris. Over to you, and see you afterwards on the other side, as I usually say, in fact.
Thank you, David. Oh gosh, I've disappeared. I don't know what's happened. My camera's gone all funky. Or I could just move in a bit closer, maybe, possibly. I wasn't quite that bad earlier. I don't know what's happened. I look like something, I don't know. Just let me move my camera. Gosh, technical problems. The day has been the day has been technically no, it should be. Oh dear. Oh no. No. It was fine.
It's always good dealing with professionals, Chris.
I know.
Bye.
Professional me, I don't even know. Oh, no, I still don't look. What's going on with this? Does it go up then? No. Aha! We have some kind of. Oh, I've lost my piano again. But hey, what the heck? You saw the piano. There is a piano there. I'm not just going like that. Underneath things, there is things happening. Hi, Steve. Hi, Gary. There'll be shock revelations, I'm sure, Gary. No idea what they'll be. Just let me get myself sorted and organised. I believe this is the first of the new format of Home Songs for Life that I've done since we went on to Wednesdays only. I'm assuming it's now gone up to 24 songs. Is that right? No, I'm kidding. I know it's only still 4. And we're starting at 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. So if you're watching this on catch up, you should have been here an hour ago. I'm going to sing some songs that I've written. I'm going to start off with... Don't you start, Kevin. I got into big trouble about calling that water of mine gin earlier. It's definitely water. Anyway, now you've put me off my stride, I've got to start again. It's really, it's very much disconcerting. I find this actually sometimes is worse than live. So I'm going to just stick, there's the one. Stick this up in front of my face so that I can't see me. Because strangely enough, seeing yourself when you're playing is almost worse than anything else. So I am now going to start. And the first song I'm going to sing is one that I've done before. I have got new songs for you, a couple of new songs tonight. Always like to have plenty new songs. This one isn't. Come away with me, we'll see the stars tonight. Run away with me, we'll get there soon. Come escape with me, we'll soon be out of sight. Join my fantasy, we'll touch the moon. I'm in a movie I've never seen, and I don't know the ending. I don't know much, so I make it up. But what's the use pretending? I'll be what I'll be, I'll see what I see, I'll know that I know what I know. I'll do what I do, I'll don't what I don't. I could, but I can't. so I won't. I'm in a book that I've never read, or perhaps I just forgot. I've fallen foul of minutiae, and I have lost the plot. But I'll be who I'll be, I'll see what I see, I'll know that I know what I know. I'll do what I do, I'll don't what I don't. I could, but I can't, so I won't. I sing a song that I've never sung. I don't have a key, so I'll just have to extemporize and make up my own melody. And I'll be what I'll be, and I'll see what I see, and I know that I know what I know. And I'll do what I do, and I'll don't what I don't. I could, but I can't, so I won't. Come away with me, and we'll see the stars tonight. Run away with me, we'll get this. Come escape with me, we'll soon be out of sight. Join my fantasy, we'll touch them. We'll be what we'll be, we'll see what we see, we'll know that we know what we know. We'll do what we do, and we'll don't what we don't. We could, but we can't, so we won't. We're in a movie we've never seen, and we don't know the ending. Thank you. That's one down. 3 to go. I'll just move that out of the way, just check that I'm still on the screen. Oh, I'm still there, that's good. By Chris. This next song that I'm going to sing is a brand spanking new song. I think I finished it ish at 6 o'clock this morning. In fact, you could almost say it probably will change, because it's not entirely 100%, but it's good enough. And I have played this to my testers. The Kintyre Writers Circle were subjected to it at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There may be some of them in or watching later, so hi to everyone in KWC. We have our Wednesday 2 o'clock meeting on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock, believe it or not. Anyway, I played this for them today. They said it was okay. And so I'm going to do it. I am aware that my microphone, I have a little bit of trouble with my mic setup, and it's a bit dodgy, I think, and I have to be really, really up close. So I hope you didn't miss any of what I was singing, and miss anything of what I've been saying, because it's really important. It's not really. Nothing I do is ever really important, is it? Right, I need to change the key on that. As in, it could be argued what is important and what we do. Anyway, I'm in another world here. Now that I can't see anyone, I'm just relaxing and trying to remember how this song goes while I fiddle about with the keys and forget to talk into the microphone. So I'll try and remember to talk into the microphone. And lots of words in this song, lots of new words, and it'll probably go wrong, but I'll just keep going anyway. What the heck? Willie was a window cleaner. He shimmied up and down his ladder every day. He gave a great shine to the windows and made them spick and span in his own special way. And then one fateful day he had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked him up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a hard hat, high-vis vest and steel-toed boots. And you can't climb that high up on a ladder. You're gonna need a taller scope or properly erected scaffolding tower." Now Betty was a ballerina, dancing with her partner Klaus. They executed exquisite pas de deux together at the Royal Opera House. But then one fateful day they had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked them up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a hard hat, high-vis vest and steel-toed boots. And don't you know that hanging up above you are tons of heavy lights that will all come loose and drop down on your heads, rendering you unconscious, lame, or probably dead." Harriet was a hairdresser. She worked in a beauty shop. She was really very good at buffing nails up and giving hair a chop, chop, chop. And then one fateful day she had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked her up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a mask on, gloves, hairnet and steel-toed boots. And if you're gonna use those scissors, they must comply with safety regulation 242. 279136784-1879643/18792.3a. The kids, they all would play out in the lunch break, in the playground having a great time. They would run around full of energy and laughter, enjoying a little bit of fresh air and sunshine. You guessed it. But then one fateful day they had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked them up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a hard hat, high-vis vest and steel-toed boots. And what the heck are you all doing running around? Don't you know that it's been banned? Except in unforeseen circumstances such as fire or explosion or similar catastrophic event." Now Daniel liked digging with his new spade, planting out his next year's crop. He spent many fruitful hours in his allotment, saving himself money on his weekly shop. Here it comes. And then one fateful day he had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked him up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a hard hat, high-vis vest and steel-toed boots. And you need to have certification in gardening tools and their appropriate use. And don't let me catch you trying to use a hoe without a current hoeing license from the Board of Hoeing Control." Oh, Sally, she was often in the shower. She liked to keep herself quite clean. She scrubbed herself thoroughly, head and toes, and every other area in between. Here it comes. And then one fateful day she had a visit from the health and safety man, who looked her up and down, gave a great big frown, and declared in a voice most stentorian, "Oi! You can't do that without a hard hat, high-vis vest, and insulated boots. Electricity and water are hazardous together, and if you are not careful, you could be electrocuted. And in case of drowning, you should also have a life jacket, rubber ring, and whistle to hand. No, you can never leave your house without a hard hat, high-vis vest, and steel-toed boots, not forgetting a mask, of course. You've got to take the proper precautions, or you will face a very hefty loss." Nearly. Woo-hoo. That's quite a lot of singing there. I may have to take a 5-minute break and drink 3 or 4 gallons of water. My goodness gracious me. Okay, so is that down to 2? I see that Donna's having plumbing problems. As long as the health and safety man don't come, we'll be all right. Catch you later, Donna, as well. So that was the health and safety man song, which is brand new this morning and shows it a bit. Gosh, it's quite a long thing, that. By the end of this, I'll be like growling. Can you hear me now? I keep forgetting to talk into the microphone. Bad boy. Oh, ow. That went right through my earphones. That did. It's not a good idea to slap your head. Right. 2. Right. Number 3. We're nearly there, David. Nearly there. 3. This song is a completely different change of tack. I should say that it's the right time of year to sing this song. I think it's a different voice in amongst all the things that go on at this time of year. I think it's maybe something that I feel the need to say. It's the Ballad of Tommy Atkins, which I may have done recently, but I'll do it again. Oh, I'm in the wrong key. I'll need to change that. Right, okay. Completely change of mood, so here we go. Tommy dreamed a good dream, but then dreams never last. Tommy lived a good life, tried to learn from his past. Tommy fought a good fight, but all he could do was lose. Tommy died a good death, made the 10 o'clock news. There are good men and true, they don't realize that the truth they hold dear is a tissue of lies built by gold-greedy men, fueled with their lust to make fools of us all, betray all our trust. Tommy was a proud man, though he didn't know why. Tommy had a stout heart, was the reason he died. Tommy valued freedom, though he was just a slave. Tommy came the hero, death the price that he paid. There are good men and true, they don't realize that the truth they hold dear is a tissue of lies built by gold-greedy men, fueled with their lust to make fools of us all, betray all our trust. With promises aplenty, no intention to deliver. They dressed him up in khaki and then sold him down the river. With rhetoric of peace, they taught him about killing, then sent him off to foreign climes to do the nation's bidding. Tommy shoots a young boy, though he looks like a man. Then he runs to help him, trying all that he can, suddenly surrounded by revenge-hungry mob, disemboweled, dismembered, just for doing his job. There are good men and true, they don't realize that the truth they hold dear is a tissue of lies built by gold greedy men, fueled with their lust to make fools of us all, betray all our trust. Tommy dreamed a good dream, but all he could do was lose. Tommy died a good death, made the 10 o'clock news. Okay. The Ballad of Tommy Atkins. So anyway, without without delaying too long, because I know it upsets David when I go on long. I can see him there scowling in the corner at me. What are you doing? It's far too long. I'm only kidding. He's not like that at all. That's why I say it. If he was like that, I'd never dare say it. So, so you all know that I'm only kidding. He's a good man, as our David. Yes, he is. Well, okay. So I wrote this. This is another new one to the home songs for the not live. Well, live, but on the internet. It's a new song. I have performed this live in public in the pub, and it went down very well in the pub. It's another funny song, and it is about. I have to tell you about this. Beg your pardon. This is a song that was inspired. It was inspired by the contents of my junk mail inbox, which I happen to take a closer look at, which is not a thing that I do on a regular basis, apart from to fish out emails from Les Oman, who always seems to end up in my junk mail. I don't know what that says about Les, but anyway, this is a song based on the contents of my junk mail, and I would like you to all realise that. And that it is not the contents of my head. Well, it is, but it isn't, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this is called the Junk Mail Song. Wrong. Okay, just change that. That should be about right. Good news, everybody. I may have won a car, and it'll go far. Yeah, it'll go far. Top of the range model, worth thousands of pounds, and it'll go far. Yeah, it'll go far. All that I have got to do is put my name upon a list. I didn't even have a clue that wonders such as this exist. Then I'll be entered in the draw, and I'll win a car, and it'll go far. Yeah, it'll go far. The Reverend Michael Aloysius D wants to put 10 million quid in my bank, and I can have half. Yeah, I can have half. He needs to get the money out of Africa. I guess he can't spend it there, and I can have half. Yeah, I can have half. All that Michael needs from me is my bank account number and PIN, and I will give it willingly, 'cause God has put his trust in him. So I'll email him back PDQ to get 10 million quid, and I can have half. Yeah, I can have half. I can't say that I have ever noticed these kind of opportunities before, so I'll just have to set my email filter, and I can find so many more. There's 303 lovely girls who live within a mile of my house, and they're looking for sex. Yeah, they're looking for sex. In a village of only 50 homes, that means there must be 6 in each one, looking for sex. Yeah, they're looking for sex. I guess I could accommodate 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but I'm not as young as I used to be, so I don't think I could manage more. And the other 299 will have to knock on other doors, looking for sex. Yeah, looking for sex. I can't say that I have ever noticed these kind of opportunities before. Now I'll just have to send my email filter. Oh no! I'll start that bit again. I can't say that I have ever noticed these kind of opportunities before. Now I'll just have to set my email filter, and I can find so many. Dr. Ed Dysfunction wants to help me out of my pain with inches to gain. There's inches to gain. Apparently he can keep things hard, and he can keep them long with inches to gain. Inches to gain. And there's 299 lovely girls still looking for sex at my house. Now thank the Lord for Dr. Ed, I can help them out. No need for that frustration, no need to be perplexed. They all can have sex. They all can have sex. I can't say that I have ever noticed these kind of opportunities before, so I'll just have to set my email filter, and I can find so many more. No, I can't say that I have ever noticed these kind of opportunities before, so I'll just have to set my email filter, and I can find so many more. Yeah, Dr. Ed Dysfunction.
How do you do, Chris? Oh, that's wonderful. Very entertaining as always. Are you hearing me?
I'll take these off. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what you've done for our reputation as a family show, though, Chris. That's the last number, but
It was what they told me in the emails. I actually do have an admission to make. I did get the email about the girls who live within a mile of my house, but I'm afraid to say I did change the number. There were 314, but it didn't work quite as well in the song. And if you knew where I lived, which is Drumlembo, you would be quite amazed to see 314 people, let alone lovely girls, let alone etc.
We've all had them, Chris.
I think there's only about 100 of us that live in Drumlembo, but there you go.
Speaking of numbers, in your health and safety song, which was also very amusing, is the regulation 242, etc., 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 improvised or memorized? That's what I want to know.
Improvised as the song goes on.
I suspected as
I
much.
did write a number down, but it changes every time I do it.
Aye,
I may
it was
memorize
great.
it one day. I may look up the correct regulation for the use of scissors, of course, and get its proper number, because I'm sure there is one somewhere
A
in this
fantastic
great
songs.
bureaucracy in the sky.
I'm sure there is.
Indeed.
You've said to me yourself that you've been inspired to write more of the funny stuff, and but I kind of
They seem to go down well, yeah.
yeah, I love them both styles of your songs. I mean, you make us laugh and cry, and that's quite a thing. I always think that they're sort of opposite sides of the same coin, anyway. And uh, yeah, I love the contrast in that way with your
Yeah.
the silly songs and the
I
sad
think it's
songs and
important
the
at the moment to try and see the lighter, funnier side of things if you can, because you don't want doom and gloom and despondency all the time, do you?
no,
But you know that
absolutely
yourself.
not.
I mean, you write songs that are funny and entertaining as well. So
I have my moments, it's true, but yeah. So
it's good for
yeah,
yourself to do that. I think yeah, as I say, it just seems to have been that this last few months. One, I've been getting good feedback on the funny songs, which means that I'm going, oh,
quite
people like
rightly.
those, I'll write more. And two, I'm actually enjoying writing them as well. I've actually got a lot of poems. In fact, I was talking to my friends in the Right Circle earlier today. About the possibility of when I'm going to do a live set of actually adding in some of my poems, because I've got some silly daft poems as well that probably wouldn't translate terribly well to songs, but so I could either use them as lyrics for songs, or I could just stick them in as a sort of wee extra, a bit like we did at the. We used to do it the first Tuesdays, and this is getting very parochial and
Local.
Campbelltowny, isn't it? We did for our wider audience, all those thousands of you out there who are watching. We did a thing on the first Tuesday of every month in the library where we had a poet or writer and a songwriter who did a wee set alternating poems with songs. So since I do
With the
both,
librarian going shh, it's very regularly. So
actually, they were really good. They're really nice in the library. Unfortunately, that's all had to stop. And the way things are, it might be a while before we're in a position to get them back up and running as well.
Speaking of which, and talking about live stuff, well, both you and I, and they were at least here tonight, Kevin and Gary.
Yeah, I know.
We're both sort of sad and
I'm
missing the fact that they were going to be here, coming to Campbelltown. So two of our HomeSong4Lifers to play a gig in this house here. And it's not happening because of just the upsurge in COVID. Yeah, it's been quite bad. So that's a shame. And we'll sort it out for another time, guys.
I was just reading somewhere people were saying it's mostly school kids.
Right.
So
yeah.
Schools start back off after the October break, and that's it.
Yeah, I've known a few people with it.
Yeah, I've known people as well in this one.
So, well, also, Gary, if you're here still, I should say that I've got you down to play next Wednesday for this anyway, which I should have asked you about, but I haven't got around to. So if you're there, if not, I'll get to you later. Chris, we won't. I try to keep this fairly brief. We talk a lot.
Yeah, well, David tried to keep it fairly brief, and I try and keep it really long.
It's a gift, Chris. It's a gift.
It's actually not it's not true trying. It's just that I'm quite verbose or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
your sets, as everybody says and knows who hears you regularly, are incredibly entertaining. Thank you very much.
Well, it was my pleasure, and I'm hoping to get out and about and do live stuff once the situation allows us, because I'm itching to go away and do some gigs somewhere else. I think I'm getting to that point.
Yeah, me too.
Cool.
So I'll say thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. Whoever's been watching live and anyone who's watching later, we very much appreciate it. I'll also mention we do this because of the live stuff and the home songs in people's homes that I'm trying to encourage. We've both performed at them, as have a lot of people who are watching. They're a great thing. So why not consider having one in your home when it's possible and COVID and lockdowns and everything allow? And if in the meantime, you can check out our website, homesongs.co.uk, and I write a daily blog, which you can sign up to there if you wish. And I think that's going to be it.
Cool.
Oh, hang on. Kevin's saying he wandered around Campbelltown on Street View. Some might say that's the best way to see Campbelltown.
Campbelltown's been looking very beautiful these last.
It has actually, yeah.
In the sunset with all the rainbows and stuff that people have been posting up.
There was a full one across the loch today. Inika and I were walking by. It was beautiful.
Sunshine, and a little bit of showers and lovely rainbows all over the place. It's been great.
I know. It's the place to be, and you will be here, Kevin and Gary, at some point.
Oh, please, please, let's reschedule that, because I was most disappointed. I was looking forward to that happening, and it's only 2 days from now as well.
Okay, well, have a good weekend, folks. Enjoy the fireworks if you get a chance to see any, and we'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully at 7:00. Thank you for being here with Gary. If he doesn't know it, he will do by now. Bye, everybody.
Bye.